What is up there, LEGO fans? Welcome back. Alex here. In this video, we are going to be doing some engineering, which should be interesting because I am not an engineer. But as I walk around the city here, I'm always looking for opportunities to create more space or just some area to put more buildings. And as I do these walk-arounds, this spot right here always screams, I need to be built on. But the problem is it's on an angle here, right? So if we look at this, we can definitely see an angle from the downtown area to the upper level here. And the reason this is higher is because I need a little bit more space so I can reach in and get to my trains in the underground train yard. So what do we do? Well, this area right here, the gray area that is a parking lot basically. I think there's about maybe three and a half base plates here that we can put buildings on that should fit relatively well. Now we wouldn't do anything with the streets, but the gray area, what we would do is find a way to find a good angle for it to go all the way back here and be nice and level. But we got to make it look nice. So we got to find a way to put a nice retaining wall all the way around it. But we definitely have to figure out the angle, not so much as a degree, that would help, but what we need to find out is how many bricks do I need to add right here in the back to make it level with the front. So that is the challenge that we're going to look at first. So over here, I've moved out all of the cars, creating a parking crisis, which I think I didn't even need to do this yet. When I have the platform ready to place, then I can do this. But I guess it's nice to have it out of the way. All right, so here's our leveling stick that we're going to use, and it's kind of funny as it's sitting here on the street. Look, my street's a little bit uneven, so this table is a little bit off. Kind of funny, right? Anyway, well, all right, let's take a look at this spot right here. This is where we're going to start the level, and here's where it's going to end. So I have these 4 bricks right here. These are masonry bricks. We're going to start with 4 at the bottom. We're going to remove this base plate because remember, the platform has the base plate on top of it. So when we put the base plate on it, it has to be nice and match really nice there where it meets one of the base plates. Well, the one on top of it anyway. All right, the moment of truth. Let's figure this out, guys. So here is our leveling stick. Let's put it right there where the platform would begin, and over here it is very much to the left, so very uneven. So let's see if we can level out the stick here a little bit, and then let's see how much space is that. It's almost a whole brick. It looks like maybe 2 plates worth. Let's figure this out. So let's take off this guy, and you know, we did have these extra studs up top that were adding some extra height there. So I've got this 1x2 plate. Let's put that on there, and one more. I didn't bring another one. We'll just use a tile. And let's see what we get with that, okay? All right, put that back on there and set it nice and easy on top of that plate. And you know what? That looks really good. Really, really good. I think we've got a winner as far as the height for the back, guys. So we're going to go with that. And you know what? The fact that we have this gap right here might help us out because we can actually adjust the platform up and down if we need a little bit of extra space, give or take, when we put the base plates on. So let's go over to the desk and see what we can figure out. So over here at the desk, I'm thinking we can use these road plates, remnants that I don't use, as a kind of the backbone of the structure for our platform. So we stick these things together and really quick. I was at the Lego store recently and I got a bunch of these roof elements, and I think we can help these with the angle. Also, what I'm thinking we can probably do is build it so it's installed upside down. So basically it's like this. When we have base plates on top of it. So that's nice clean surface that's not going to clutch to anything. Now obviously we can't use more of these. Like, let me grab another one like this, right? Because if we put a base plate on it, well, that matches the diameter and that's not going to fit. So basically we need it to overhang a little bit so that it can actually attach to the base plates that are not on the platform. So we basically are just going to make it very, very long this way. We'll have the retaining wall be on this side and going backwards or on the back. So this is the tall wall. So we'll have several of these masonry bricks clutching back here. And then when we install it, it's all going to go upside down. And then basically this should match. When we place base plates on it, it should match this to the very back. And then we'll have a nice retaining wall going this way underneath it on an angle. And I think that might be the best approach. I'm not sure how it's all going to come together, but I'm going to see if I can put together just one side of it and go from there. So we are ready to do our first test here. Let me just show you what I've done to this point. Here is the back of it. This is the retaining wall. So we've kept our 3 bricks and, well, 3 2/3 that we have here because the row plate is 2 plates thick. This is the retaining wall that will be visible on one side, so we want to make sure that's nice and good looking. So it's going to be tapered off. Don't have those exact measurements yet until we actually get over there. So what this is going to look like, oops, as it comes apart, is it's going to be placed like that against the felt, right? So this is the back retaining wall. Hopefully it's nice and level like that. So when we place our base plates on top of it in the future, they'll be nice and even like so. At least that's what we're going for here. So played around a lot with the connection points on each. So every 32 studs will have basically this. So these go into the grooves right there, and then we have this sticking out. Almost looks like an M-Tron set, right? A really poor designed M-Tron set. But using a lot of these roof elements, they're not really needed. You can just use bricks. Just the fact that they're long like that kind of help with the stabilization. So let's run this over and see if we got it right. Okay, test number 1. Here we go. Put this in this corner here first. Looks pretty good so far, right? Nice and even looking. Let's put our base plate on it and put it right towards the back there. And gosh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and try the level and see what we get. There we go. Make sure it's actually at the top there. There we go. Man, that's really close. Look at that. It looks like the back is a little off. You know, I wonder if let's try this really quick. I thought I had. Where did I see some? Oh yeah. Here's a couple of gray tiles. Let's put those down here on like that or something and see if that helps out a little bit. Shouldn't be too much of a change because we have the studs sticking out versus the tile that doesn't have studs sticking out. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. It's slides better, that's for sure. All right, let's try that again. Nice. Connect it there. And get our leveling stick. Ooh, that looks so much better, doesn't it? All right, I think we found a winner. Let's take this thing back and finish the design. All right, guys, here it is. It's ready to go, and I'm a little nervous to see how this goes. Maybe I should have split it into two, but I want it in just one big piece, just easier to keep it stable that way. So that's how we're going to place it, upside down, just like that, on the felt. And it looks pretty good. I'm hopeful that this is all going to work out. So let's carry it carefully to the other side, clear everything out, and see how it looks. Okay, here we are. Everything is cleared out. Let's see if we can put this thing down carefully. You know, before I put it down, look at the curvature in it. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera, but it's very curved. When you put a lot of small bricks like this end to end, it does have the tendency to curve the structure. And that is actually a reason why I wanted to put it upside down, is so it kind of just solves that problem with gravity, right? Oops, I lost the edge wall right here. I'll take that if that's the worst that came of it. Okay, so let me push this up against the edge over there. Looks good. And that should come all the way to the end of the table, or almost to the end of the table, which it does. Looks good. All right. Interesting to see upside down Lego road plates. Let's go ahead and put a base plate right in the middle of it, right? Let's see what we get. Okay, so far it looks really good. It matches that really well. Let's actually clutch that. Even if it's angled a little bit, it should still adhere really well, which it does. Okay, and let's see if I can get the this long leveling stick here without breaking anything. Okay, let's see here. So there's the bubble that we're looking at. Let me see if I can get this thing without bumping into anything here. Okay, right about there we go. I think I got it. It's a little bit high on the back, I think. And that might be because we have those tiles. Let's see if that's the case somewhere else too. So we'll put it right here. See what we get. Firehouse is in the way, but I'm not about to move it. Okay, we'll just do it on a little bit of an angle here. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, it's behind the... So that actually looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's right in the middle. So that's good to see. And maybe it was just the way I was putting some pressure on it. I don't know. Let's try one more measurement right here. And see if I can get the stick. I'm nailing the Ecto 1 here. Out of the way. There we go. All right. And there, I think you guys can see bubble. Let me get this lined up here. Okay, and that one's a little bit to the back. So, and it could be just that it's the table beneath it, right? But you know what though? I am okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the plates back here. There's actually a police station I want to put in here. We'll get all these cars back in, and let's see what it looks like. All right, got everything in there, and I added the police station, which is taking up a pretty good footprint there. So that's our guinea pig for this test, and I gotta say, I think it looks pretty good. Probably not 100% level, but from the naked eye, it looks pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it. Now, I think what I'm gonna probably have to do is tidy up the edges here. There's a lot of gaps in space that I want to probably clean up there. And I think this is also prone to breaking, like the back wall. While it looks pretty good, if you bump some of those bricks at the bottom there, they'll fall right off. So I'm going to have to get probably some tiles to kind of finish that off so they don't just crumble with any kind of bumping to it. But all in all, I think this is a pretty good success. Now, this is not going to be just 100% a police station and a parking lot adjacent. I do actually want to use the rest of the space for another mock I have in mind. That will be a similar footprint as the police station. I do like the police station here, though. I'll see if I can keep it there. But anyway, a better use of space. So there you have it, folks. Now, this is very unique to my city, but maybe it'll give you some ideas on if you have, an angled table that you want to build on. That might give you some good ideas. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this trial and error session of engineering in the city of Minneapolis, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.